What's up, YouTube? My name is Wellboy76, back with another episode. Today's episode is going to be doing some custom zombies. Today, we're going to be doing Stairway to Hell, otherwise known as the Return to the Stairways of Hell. So, today's is going to be a small but probably long episode of doing a zombie. The goal is to get the Bible ending, because there is a Bible ending. This is my third time trying to record this shit after beating it 3 times in a row. I only say the third time of beating this in a row because of the factor that every single time I recorded, something gone wrong with the recording game, where it doesn't want to actually work. Don't know why, but it always does. So let's try to get this done. I hope nothing goes wrong. That's just gotta be my luck. You're last, so we'll save you. Hit the mystery box at least 2 more times. Not bad gun. Last video we did for zombies was King, and apparently it was called Killing Floor, or Killing Something by the map creators themselves. But I'm still gonna name it King, because if I do remember, that's the actual multiplayer map's name. I'm not gonna go back and try changing it just because, well, I completely missed the name for it. But oh well. This is definitely be an interesting challenge, man. I'm trying to do it a 3rd time, see how well I do. Because the first time I did it, and I recorded it, it screwed up because it was too small. I beat it with no downs. Second time I recorded it, I beat it with all my downs. And made it to the end, after dying like twice in that run. Jeez, they're piling in hard. Go ahead and spin that mystery box, get rid of this pistol. Good gun, very slow. That's more like it. Speed Spoo Savers, open up the stairs. Oh yeah, I have an ammo. Let's get Deadshot Daiquiri just because that actually does help me where I don't need to aim so much. Oh yeah, that gun. I was like, wait a moment, what have I got for my second weapon? Oh yeah, that one. This is definitely going to be definitely an interesting challenge map, just because, well, I've completed this 3 times in total now. Died a total of 3 times as well. Still doing good on points. Let's go ahead and open up the next door. Stamina. Next door is going to be 40, 50, so 4,500, just to make it fucking simple. Damn, I really missed that really bad. Hey, shooting him in the head is no longer a 1 burst. I'm only trying to shoot them in the head and maximize my points. Just a tiny... Wow, okay. That went down very quickly.
Couldn't live without me, huh?
Was not expecting to go down that easily.
Sweet! You need a little bit fucking raw, motherfuckers! I'm Dempsey, and you are dead.
I guess we're re-grabbing perks now then. I saw the light from Quick Revive. I thought there was a power up there over there I missed somehow.
Hey, someone needs to clean up those freak bits. Die, maggot whores! Out of your depth, slugjaw.
We have a crawler and a walker over there. Let's grab stamina up so that way we can run a little bit faster. And hit a new box weapon, because at this point we are all out of ammo on this, and we're not going to be doing well. MPL. I'd rather take the AKU. I want something with good amount of ammo, but told strong. But I guess for early rounds, everything's gonna be okay. It just sucks when I sit there and find a decent weapon, and then be like, oh, that's not a good weapon. Max ammo. How'd I killed you? Grab it before it disappears. It's definitely an interesting challenge map. Not really more of a challenge, it's just more or less circle around, shoot them until you get enough points to open up the doors. But I think my next map I want to do for custom zombie is going to be the abandoned school. That's going to be an interesting one. I still haven't been able to get far enough into it. But I'm hoping here when I go and record that, I can get far enough. I do think that map has an Easter egg, but I'm not gonna attempt it just because it would take me forever to learn how to do the map.
Bags get the idea yet.
Wait, I'm running. Why am I? Why? Why am I dead? Go fuck yourself.
Slipped.
I found a secret teddy bear. Ow! How did I find a secret teddy bear?
Need to clean up on aisle 4. Much appreciated. You need a little revival.
Revive. Mystery box. This is good enough. Gonna dash out daiquiri again. Grab stamina up and then open up next door before we start losing more and more points. Cool, we need to get that. We really need that just because we keep going down so easily because I think it's going to be a 3-hit. Apparently it's a 2-hit, and then with Jug it's like a 5-6 hit, and it's like, what the fuck? Always the one thing that throws me off is playing this game over Black Ops 3. And the moment I can play Black Ops 3, I'm going to love playing that a lot better than this shit. Just because starting rounds would be so much easier. Oh, you gotta be fucking shitting me! Fuck's sake. That's what I mean, like right there. Like it's like, oh look, 2-hit, you're dead. Fuck. Stamina up. Yeah, we don't have any more quick revives since this last run. Better not die again. Where are you two going? You're like, well, I gotta go check out that perk and see what you bought. Usually I'm a little bit unfair. Ooh, commando. If I can, I want to keep this gun for a while. I want to keep both of these weapons, but I know that's not going to be able to happen just because of the factor that I'm going to run out of ammo so quickly in both guns before anything. Like, both of these guns seems like they would hold really strong. Max ammo. Cool. Infinite ammo, that's cool. Just hold down the trigger. With all this ammo, I can just hold down the trigger and close my eyes. What was it? I can cover my eyes and hold down the trigger. I can't remember it now. What was a quote that Nikolai said? I think it was Black Ops 3. Maybe Black Ops 4. But that's the thing, is like every time I've done this map on a retry, I haven't been getting Nikolai. I haven't gotten Nikolai Richthofen or any of that. I've been getting Dempsey only and sometimes talking. It kind of sucks and I'm only getting those two. Bye. What do we get? Speed Cola. I actually needed that. Like, I really wish I could keep these gun and pack them. But unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to have that. Okay, fine. I'll circle around and wait for fucking chance to get Speed Cola. Damn, they're just floating out of everywhere. We got a carpenter and an insta-kill. I always hate the ground spawns, they always get in my way. And next door is how much? Wow, that's expensive. The ground spawners are definitely annoying. Like, I wish they just came out of the windows, but it's whatever. It'd be nice if they only came out of the windows, but I get this ground spawners is there to help speed up stuff, get them out pouring a lot better. But it's not like they spawn all the way down there and run all the way up here. Can I get a max ammo? Please? I'm getting low on ammo. I asked nicely. Like the game gives a shit a listen. Yeah, I love how you guys just want to show up out of nowhere. Out of both these guns, I'm gonna get rid of the Commando. Commando's nice and fun, but I like to try out that ACR being packed.
Nothing sucks more than not being able to pull shit up.
Yeah, Peacekeeper.
Hell yeah, that was sweet.
Another very strong gun.
You meatheads are too stupid and quick. Fucking raw, motherfuckers.
Because that doesn't give me ammo on my other gun.
Raining lead on you, puss buckets.
I literally just tried reloading to see if I can get, I literally tried reloading, see if I can fucking reload, and nope. It's infinite ammo. Nice. Let's see, we got Mule Kick, that's good. Grab that, train up all the zombies up here, and then go run down and hit mystery box. Not get hit, preferably. I was like, wait a moment, who just spoke? The perk. I'm only got them all up like this, just that way I can run down here and go hit the mystery box. Since I at least get one hit, might as well go take it and see if I can get another decent gun, so that way I can keep the ACR. And hopefully pack it. Yeah, if I memorize this, it's definitely a burst, and it is.
Someone needs to clean up those freak bits. I'm Dempsey. You are dead.
First fire, nice. But I don't care for them. Sure, let me just grab a weapon. I'm gonna run out of ammo very quickly.
Eat someone else, freak bag. Freak bags. Hoorah! Don't fuck with a Marine.
At least it reloads fast enough.
Don't you puss bags get the idea yet? News just in. Dempsey is a fucking badass.
See? Out of ammo, and it's not even... it wasn't even a whole round to sit there and waste it all on. Eh.
Out of your depth, slime.
Sure, this is gonna run out of ammo as twice as fast, but... at least it holds more ammo. How much is next door? 9K? 9.5K? 9K. I need that max ammo. Thank you.
Much appreciated.
They want to lose and then not have ammo on my other weapon, because for a odd reason, max ammos don't show up often enough in this map. I don't know why. And you'll not just show up out of nowhere and it hits me. It's not fair. I don't just show up in nowhere and hit you. Actually, yes, they do, but still. I don't just show up out of nowhere. I do hit you back, but I don't fucking show up out of nowhere. I saw that guy and I tried running, but it didn't let me run. Sheesh. Is that another max ammo? No, it needs to kill. Sure, why not? Might as well take this time, go hit the mystery box for the one weapon we ran out of ammo on. It wasn't a bad weapon, that's for sure. Built up a good amount of points. G13, G3, no. Definitely not. Fun gun, but definitely not. M4A1, nice. Classic. Hold strong, too. 9K, next one's gonna be... Jeesh. Alright. And that... Since we already used some of the ammo, this guy might as well finish it off and then switch to a different weapon. Might as well build up a little bit extra points as I can. This gun's definitely a lot louder. Interesting. I'm not sure why that perk keeps going invisible. That's a little odd. I keep noticing that. It's like, why? Why are you like the only one that's going invisible? I definitely like Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper feels solid. It always feels solid in a lot of games, including Black Ops 3, but I never really cared for it, because some people say it's a good point building weapon. I don't think so. Tommy gun, sure, is guaranteed best point building weapon next to PPSH. PPSH will always be #1 spot. But then a #3 spot? I think I would have put Peacekeeper there, but I wouldn't have to put Peacekeeper in #1. Alright, I think we're gonna get rid of Peacekeeper. Keep M4A1. Peacekeeper will be the one that switches off. Because I want to pack both of those. Those both seems really valuable to pack. Command them. Alright. Fine, I'll take. Fuck you. Alright, let's try to run back up. By the next door. What do we get for perk? PhD flopper. How much next door? 12k. PhD flopper would seem like a good idea, but then not really. And I say that only due to the fact that PhD flopper only helps with the explosive. And I don't throw my grenades close enough for me to be caring about the explosive damage. There's no dolphin diving effect where it blows up on them unless if I jump far enough. So I think I'm gonna skip that one for now. You know, that's one thing I've never seen so far is a double points. Kinda curious why I'm not getting any of that. There's the ACR. Yep, time for ACR. Go ahead and open up next door. Vulture. Get off the ground. I got back up and it's like, nope, go back down. Cool. Means I can go back to the commando. "20 zombies, this feel like more than 20. How much next door? 14K? Almost 14K. It's definitely annoying trying to train up all the zombies and then have them pile in on a window, and it's like, really? Why are you piling there? Well, perk we really need is double tap, but I think we got another few more doors before we get that. For whatever odd reason, I'm doing more better without fucking quick revive. But that's also because I have Jug. You give me Jug, quick revive will actually be useful. Reload, fucker. You put the mag in like 4 fucking times. Why were you halfway in the ground? I can't run fast enough. Next weapon, ACR. Alrighty. Can you not hit me in my back? I think next one up is gonna be little one. Nope, looks like double tap. Fine enough. There's an ammo. Cool, shoot them in the legs, get more amount of points. Cool. Open up next door. Double tap. Something I've been needing for a while now. See, that's the thing, is like Deadshot Daiquiri here is so much useful because it actually limited of how much recoil your weapon has on this spray ability. On controller, it is so much more useful because it automatically locks onto the head if you have auto aim on, which a lot of Call of Duty games forcefully makes you have it on, when I hate that. But I like playing mouse and keyboard so much more. Even for zombies, I like playing mouse and keyboard better. It just feels more smooth. Way smoother. How much next door? 10K? More than that, probably. Go ahead, grab the nuke so we can have a time to look. Not much. Alright, 15K it is. There's a zombie glitch into the ground. Oh, that guy's like fucking like, oh, I'm done. I'll sit here. I sleep. You go sleep. Time for you to go sleep. Sleep out of my face. Speed boost. I guess we're switching out M4 and Commando. I don't want to switch out those two weapons, but I want to keep the ACR. The ACR I want to keep just because that's an actual valid weapon. Scar H, pretty good. What about this one? Nope. I've used that gun before and it really does not hold as well. Oh look, he's way up there. Hiya, buddy. Are you coming? Take your sweet time. I'll be here. Alright, fine. Mr. Brooks is like, no, you don't. You keep that weapon like you said you would. Fine, I keep the weapon. But you better give me enough points to open up the next few doors. So I think I got like, what, 2 more doors to open up before I'm done? Probably. 100 zombies. Cool. They're gonna be a pretty ass pain in the ass. Let's just go ahead and train up all the zombies, even though I want to shoot them. Now we shoot them. And we collect all the little tiny extra points they dropped out of their pockets. Because why the hell not? You know, so like I like Black Ops. Anything before Black Ops 4, I like so much better. The point building system, the way the maps felt, they felt clean and fresh. Like, don't get me wrong, Cold War was nice. It was. But Cold War had its issues as well. Like, Cold War was annoying. Out of all Call of Duty zombie games, Black Ops 3 still by hands down my favorite. And then it would go Black Ops 2, then Black Ops 4. Black Ops 1 would be in 4th place. And then Cold War at 5. And then that's where my list would stop. Cold War was nice. It was okay in the beginning. It was actually really fresh feeling. And it was the first time where we actually were able to achieve round 100 very easily. And I say very easily because you were literally able to achieve it very easily. Which definitely was nice. It was a nice change of pace, being able to achieve high rounds without trying so hard. But it just took away the fun of building up points the classic way. Upgrading your weapons in a certain way was also annoying. Like, I like the idea of having a ammo box, to be able to buy ammo for any weapon, even if it's a box weapon. The idea of spawning in with any weapon is nice, but I'd rather go back to the starting pistol. The starting pistol is what made it feel special. Like this, wow, alright, cool. Starting pistol is what made zombies feel very well special in a lot of different ways, because when you got in the starting pistol and you started the match off with that, you always knew what map you were playing just based off of that starting pistol. $16,000 next door. Yep. Final door, and then we get Bible ending. Cool. But like, I honestly think that Call of Duty needs to start going back for the zombies on older systems, like Black Ops 2 for the multiplayer, Black Ops 3 for the zombies, Black Ops 4 for the Blackout with all the special little gadgets that we had there. Because we had like a lot of special little gadgets there, like a lot. We had a lot of really good gadgets there. We had the The grappling gun, which was really fun to play with. I wish we had that in more Call of Duty games. That was really fun to play with, for sure. The other thing I want to do is... The other thing I think that they should actually have in it is definitely the flamethrower, all of those like little special little fun things. Shit, include the zombies aspect back into it would be also nice. Because supposedly for Black Ops 7, we're going to be getting a Blackout game mode again. Hopefully they make it a paywall behind it where you have to buy Black Ops 7 to be able to play it, instead of just giving everyone the access to it. Because that's the thing, is like they gave everyone the access to being able to play Warzone, and it's probably the main reason why we had so many cheaters there. Like, yeah, we still had cheaters in multiplayer, but you felt like there was more cheaters in Warzone. So I'm hoping they put a paywall on Blackout. Like, yes, a lot of people don't want to have that. A lot of people hope it's not going to be like that, but I hope it is. Because honestly, it felt much better to have the game actually cost money, to be able to have a mode like that, instead of dealing with a bunch of the fucking cheaters that don't want to pay for anything, and then they just play the game and fucking not feel like they're banned. And I hated that. Like, that half always made it unworth it. Yep. Bubble ending there. Ugh. And that's just honestly my opinion. Like, Blackout, going back to it being costing money, being able to pick up weapons off the ground, no loadout or anything like that. You build your attachment in the match, so you find those parts and everything for that specific weapon. That made it feel special, new, different. Hopefully they don't screw it up and make it fucking dumber, but hopefully they do go off and actually change it where we can actually buy our teammates back. Because if you remember, in the past, you were not able to buy your teammates back at all. Make the mainframe. This is just so we can teleport back and forth, unfortunately. I think we have to find all the secret teddy bears to open up that secret door there. I'm not 100% sure how we open that door, really. But, like, I honestly feel like if they bring Blackout, and that's an actual true thing that they're going to be doing, hopefully they make it a paywall instead of just making it free to play. Because making it free to play makes it so much easier for many people to come in and be like, oh, I'm going to cheat because I don't have any... I could just create an entire new account and play the game all over again, and I don't have any of that. Like, Activision needs to start going off an IP address banning people instead of allowing them to cheat. Like, at this point in time, they need to do that. And I hate it. I hate to say that, but they either need to fix their cheats, make it where no scripts can be run, or they need to straight up go off and actually fix it properly and make it where you get banned, your whole house can't play the game if you're cheating. And yes, that is hard to do because people use VPNs, but you can put it in your code of context that VPNs are no longer allowed. And it's supposed to be like that, but millions of players are getting away with it. But what they need to do, instead of doing a VPN ban, is more or less do a ban where if they detect any amount of scripts, any cheating, or anything like that on your device, you are immediately unable to play the game. Or make it like what Phantom Forces had in the beginning, before they got rid of it. I don't know why they got rid of it, but Phantom Forces had a thing where if you were cheated and you were reported cheated, you were sent to a cheating lobby. And that's where you stayed permanently until you were proven you weren't cheating anymore. And you had to be not cheating for over 30 days, but they got rid of that whole system because devs was just too lazy to go through and actually watch everyone not cheating. But yeah, I do get... Sometimes you don't want to sit there and look at who's cheating, who's not. But honestly, I feel like it would be a whole lot easier if Call of Duty would go off and do that. So that way anyone who gets reported for cheating and the anti-cheat system detected it and put them in there, they would stay there. But if someone was reported for cheating, it would get automatically reviewed. Shit, they can go off, create a website, see if any of times they were cheating. Like if the AI is able to detect that they were using wall hacks, were they able to track them through the wall and be like, yeah, they're definitely cheating, they get immediately banned. They skip that whole phase ban point because someone actually reported them and the anti-cheat missed it. But if the anti-cheat catches them cheating, they get put in there and they have to sit there until that AI bot takes their shit to the website, review their whole footage of that game that they were caught cheating in, and to determine whether or not they get to play or not. That way, it's more... Activision doesn't have to have people watching it. Hell, I'm pretty sure there was a website like that for Apex Legends at one point in time. I don't know if it's still around. But it did the exact same thing, where it's just like, oh yeah, this guy's definitely cheating. Like, it detected that cheat. It detected all that little small extra things that you wouldn't normally think would be physically possible. It made sure it looked at that and been like, yeah, that guy's definitely cheating. Like, it literally looked at its own game's coding and realized this guy's missing so much shots, but hitting everything. Yeah, this is definitely cheating. Because if you're going to add theater mode into the game and not actually add an AI website or anything like that to use that theater mode, then what's the point? Like, theater mode in the old original Black Ops were only there to actually benefit the players to create, like, short little films and whatnot. I'm pretty sure Call of Duty had a bigger plan for them, but decided they weren't going to go with that plan. But I feel like if they actually took that theater mode and used it for the AI's purpose to actually detect whether or not they were cheating with proper coding, you were able to find a actual legit way to sit there and be like, yeah, this guy's cheating. Fine, I teleport down. Walk my way up. Okay. I just lost all my frames. Why? Come on, come back. Yep, there we go. There's my frames. Somewhat. There we go. Back to normal. That was kind of weird. But like, I honestly feel like Call of Duty would be so much better if they take that theater mode and actually use it for their advantage of making sure people aren't cheating. Like, it's not hard to decode a fucking AI to detect whether or not they're cheating. Because I'm able to do this. I'm able to just look at their shit and be like, okay, this guy's definitely a little suspicious, and then watch it a little bit further and be like, yep, definitely cheating. How the hell did you see that guy through the wall? You never seen him once beforehand. But it's a different story if you saw the guy once beforehand and then just took a guess where he was going to go, most likely. But it's a different story if you would just walk around a corner, immediately turn to the right, and then shot the guy. Didn't see him at all. Even with max FOV, you still wouldn't be able to see him. Like, that's the type of shit like an AI needs to be designed for if they really want to fix all the cheating shit. But we know, in reality, they're not going to go off and do that. Because Call of Duty doesn't want to fix their own game. Because they want to continue to make money. So that's why they make the store system. It's like, has you ever realized the store system in Call of Duty never once breaks down where it never goes offline? While everything else could break down, look like it's fucked, and break up, but their store for buying stuff will never once go down. That's because they put more money into his hat than they do to the rest of the game. Because they want to make sure their money-making way is still possible. And yes, I still do agree and still believe, by far, Fortnite is the cause of most of the issues of the gaming community wanting... Gaming developers wanting to put stuff in the game and make it cost money to pay for exclusive items and whatnot like that. Like, people hate the idea of pay to win, but Call of Duty's been doing it since they fucking even had it. And it's a little annoying. Like, if you take a look at Black Ops 3, yeah, it wasn't so much pay to win. It was more or less pay to get the new items. And yeah, that was definitely a little annoying. And then they fixed that in IW. Oops, didn't mean to crouch. They fixed that in IW, and when you went and played IW, you played multiplayer, you got keys to open up crates. Same thing for zombies. There was daily challenges to all that. Like, there was a purpose for all of that to be there. Like, that's the thing. It's like, there's so much Call of Duty could do, so much they could change, so much they're not doing because they want to focus on the store. And Fortnite is probably the best thing to blame for, because if you look at Fortnite, they came out of nowhere, made a game that was really good, fun and whatnot, and started adding microtransactions from the very beginning of their game, and it went off in a hit. And a lot of people were complaining how their kids were buying these cosmetics and everything, spending $1,000 on credit cards. And it made it on the news. My issue with that is, how the hell did you allow your kid, first off, to spend your credit card? Second off, you apparently don't have your kids showing you goddamn any ounce of respect if they went off and took your money from your credit card and decided, oh yeah, it was gonna be fine, and used it. I feel like that's more something on the parents' problem more than anything, because if your kid's going off taking your credit card to go use it for a video game without even asking if they can, that sounds like you raised them wrong because you didn't teach them the value of money or anything like that. That sounds like it was more those parents did wrong than anything, because they just didn't feel like teaching the importance of value of life and the importance of earned for that money if you really want that item or want these things. But no, they went off, took their parents' money and kept spending it, and somehow, stupidly enough, it made it onto the news. I'm not surprised about that half, because our news fucking stations in America sucks. But it's like, they even went off and said kids were spending too much time on Fortnite. What else are they supposed to spend time on? Homework? They probably already got that done with the smart ones and still spend more time playing video games. Of course they're going to play video games. It's something fun that they haven't had in a long ass time, and you wanted to blame that? Shit, if everyone was so into Minecraft, you'd be blaming that shit, being like, oh yeah, that's the issue. You need to ban and make sure it no longer can be available. No. I find that stuff being so stupid, like how Call of Duty took off of what Fortnite did and hoped the world would do the same thing, but look at it. Its franchise is dying off so quickly, so very fast. It impressive how fast it is dying off. Because what we once had before for Call of Duty was a decent franchise, a decent community that would actually help with issues. And now, you could barely find half of those. The glitching community is cut in half most of the damn time, because most of the glitches get patched very quickly before they have shit to say about it. And a lot of them are just taking credits for someone else's work. They're not even going off doing their own work and finding these glitches themselves just because it gives them fame and credits. Not like you're making money off of it, and even if you are, you're barely making shit. But like, I feel like Fortnite is the biggest thing to blame for all of the issues that Call of Duty's been going through. Because they wanted to add a microtransaction store and focus on more into the bundles instead of focus more onto the gameplay itself. Because if you look at the gameplay itself for Black Ops 3 and 2 and whatnot, it was good. It wasn't all that much. Like, yeah, I like the idea of having every DLC ever being released being free. I do like that. But the issue I stand at with it is more or less that it just... I feel like they're spending more time into the store than they spend into anything else. But I'm going to stop rambling on, pay for the Bible ending, and call it a good game. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. But as always, goodbye!